Hi guys, hi everyone. My name is Lucia and we are joining you together with Martina in a little moment. I'm just shining a little bit of light on us. So I want to greet you and say hello to all of you from Slovakia, beautiful little place in the middle of mountains. And I'm very pleased to be here with you like every Wednesday also today. And in the meantime, a lot of you I know you will be joining us from England, but I know lots of you are joining us from all over the place. And Martina is joining us from London. And you, Martina,
Hello.
you are
Hi,
in
everyone. Hope you're having an amazing Wednesday, all of you, and I can't wait for today's broadcast.
For sure. Today we have a nice little broadcasting. Sorry guys, I'm shaking the camera a little bit because I'm trying to get comfortable. We've got a nice little broadcasting today. We will be talking about winter blues and how to deal with them in a powerful, in a nice way, so the winter doesn't feel like a long, terrible season, but it's actually something where we can recharge, where we can do a lot of fun things, and where we can the season that we can actually enjoy even when Christmas is over. So this is what we are going to be talking about today. And yeah, send us a message. I'm going to be reading your message, where you're joining us from. We want to hear from you. And we really, like every Wednesday, we want this broadcasting to be interactive. We want to have fun and just you to enjoy the company with you, and hopefully your company with us as well. Yeah. So Martina, would you like to tell us a little bit what you're up to and what you're doing?
I'm going to, if you guys, one more thing, if you don't like to comment or you think you be shy to comment, then please send us some emojis. That would be great. You know, if you agree with something, you can do thumbs up. If you something really resonate with you, what we're gonna say, you can do little hearts. And you know, I just wanted to add that to that.
To feel you is always nice for us when you go, oh, yeah, you're there, we are not alone. And yeah, I think we will be talking about today as well about something that is familiar to a lot of us. So I'm really looking forward to this one. What do you think, Martinka?
Yeah, we had a little chat earlier, so
yeah.
So my name is Martina Stewart. I've been living in UK for nearly 20 years, and I love educate people more into vegan lifestyle or healthier lifestyle. And at the moment, which I'm really passionate, I'm running a 30-day clean and lean transformation. And we started on Monday. We created a Facebook group. We've got over 300 ladies who are doing this amazing program.
Oh, and wow, brilliant.
Yeah, it's so good. And how I told you, you know, because festive time, we're eating loads, we don't really, you know, care what we're putting, and we get really sluggish and, you know, a bit lazy, I would say. So yeah, I was there as well, you know, I was like, but when the Monday came, you know, I was on it. I know what I'm doing. I'm in a lovely routine and it just wakes me up. So it's a good timing to do the kind of transformational detox or change your food. Food, because you're gonna feel better. So how I said, it is an amazing program. We do use some lovely vegan supplements to help you to detox quicker. So guys, if you would like to find out more, send me a message or send me a private message on a messenger, and I love to tell you about it because it is changing people's life. And I have done the program personally a few times a year, so I have my own experience with this program, and that's always what I do. I try it on me and then I recommend that to people. So that's me.
It's good. You're guinea pigging yourself and then you pass it on. Brilliant.
Yeah. And you know what, Lucia? Are you gonna go do vegan when you come back to for 1 month? For 1 month, because everyone's doing go vegan in January, and I'm leaving you because you're in Slovakia, you're still having festive season. But when you're back,
I know you've got an eye on me. And do you know what, Martinka? I'm going to say this publicly. I will. So we are still abroad. We are still doing holidays, and yeah, I'm looking. I would do it anyway because I like to do the cleanse. And for me, is a juicing. I love juicing. I'm totally hooked. I do it a whole year, but I'm going to do it more like, you know, like proper thing. So yeah, we talk. Definitely. I know I hooked you on yoga, and now, yeah, I mean, why not, guys? And also, if you have a friend, this is what the friends are for, to see the best, to support us in being the best and in trying new things. Like, definitely. Thank you for having you. I'm really grateful for you to be in my life. We've been messaging with Martina before Christmas, like, I'm so happy to have you in my life. Yeah. It's been a real pleasure, and yeah,
likewise.
Totally, I'm there. Martinka, I want to ask one little thing. Does it get easier? You know, I know you've been doing this healthy lifestyle for a while. Does it get easier, like practical ways, and you know, when
it does get easier, because once you made that shift, and it needs to be, you know, it needs to be shift, you will think differently and you will feel better. And once you feel better than you have done before, you know how the health feels. And if you go backwards a little bit and you're gonna go to the back old ways, and you're going to feel more sluggish and without energy, you will crack on quicker, because you know how the health feels, and you know you just will love it. So you do have to make that shift to feel better, to go quickly back to it. And it does make
I'm glad you said it, because it makes sense. It's same with yoga or meditation or anything good that we
try something better.
First is like, you need to try it and to see, like, test the waters, and then when you feel better doing it, then sometimes you go to the old ways. But once you get that mindset shift where you prefer to be on the other side, like they say, then it's okay to slip back. But it's just a little reminder, like, do you know what, it doesn't work for me anymore, those old ways, so I will stick with this. So yeah, for sure. And it gets easier, because it does becomes part of you. For those of you who didn't see our stream last time, we've been talking about new resolutions and how to make them sustainable. That was really good one as well. And we've been talking about 28 days. When you do something for that period of time, it actually really it becomes who you are, like your natural, just the way you brush your teeth, the same thing, like you do it automatically, is like part of you. That brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Mati. I briefly introduce myself. My name is Lucia Hoxa. I've been around in UK for 17 years now. Got a lovely husband. I'm a yoga teacher and professional lifestyle coach. I support women, especially women who are in transition of their life, women who believe, you know, that feeling that there must be something more to life. And this is actually perfect season for that as well, because we all feel, and we will be talking about, we feel a little bit down. So if you feel like, oh my God, this is my life for the rest of the life, or is there something more? You know, what is my purpose in life? What, you know, how would I like to, you know, is it possible to design my life so I really enjoy every day? We all have challenges. There is not like plane ride, but when we have a purpose, when we have something to go for, where we believe that you know, you're aiming for something, you are feeling that you're growing and you're expanding as a person and as a woman, it's amazing feeling. And you know, I love provide this space for you guys. So many of you writing me messages, please keep on writing. I'm here for you to support you. I do want to mention, and many of you already are on board with my online yoga for women program. We designed it. It's online, guys. It's I made it very affordable for you. It's a 7-week program, and it's for £29. So I really made it so everyone can afford it. And very popular. A little bonus that I'm giving you, ladies, is the fact that you have a 45-minute, I will be very busy when I come back to UK, but I'm giving you my time. I'm giving you 45 minutes. So on the top of this yoga program, you've got a time with me. I set it up only for first 10 ladies who will book, but because it happened so quickly, it was like sold out. And it was so popular, and I have some capacity still, although it will be a very busy month for me. I extended it for another 20 of you who will book for this program will get this 45 minutes with me. So please grab it. I will put a link underneath in the comments after our broadcasting. And it's like fantastic. I can't say enough about this program. We've been preparing it for 2 years. It really is beautiful and very, very loving way how to bring experience new you. The other thing I wanted to mention, for those of you living in London or anywhere around London, or in case you are in London, I've got some people from US like, Lucia, we are in London. So Aroma Yoga, next one, very, very popular, I do that every month, is happening on Sunday, 4th of, what is it, February. So the tickets are on sale, so I also send you guys a link in case you want to book in, because they book up really, really quick. So please hop on, and if you have any questions, let me know. But it's basically essential oils together with breathing, yoga, relaxation. Is basically 2 hours of heaven. I wish to be able to do it myself, but because I'm teaching, I can't do it. So please do it at least for yourself, so I can treat you and pamper you till the cows come home. So that was about me and Martina, and let's now talk. We've got another 30 minutes, a little bit more than 30 minutes to talk about our subject today, or our theme today, about how to cope with winter blues. So first of all, let's talk about, how do you guys cope? Do you send us messages? Do you feel the winter blues are affecting you? Do you feel a little bit like, oh God, I wish this winter to... Do you start feeling the sense of that yet? Or is it coming later, like February and March, you're like, please? Martina said that, you said to me you wanted to move to Australia yesterday.
Yeah, that's how I cope with the winter blues. I was texting to my husband today, let's move to Australia.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think because of the... social media and Instagram, I met loads of people all over the world, and I connect with loads of people from Australia. Yeah. And you've got on Instagram, you've got those stories you can watch people what they're doing in a day that they're posting. So I am, you know, we're watching it, and I'm like, damn it, you know, they're in a pool every single day. 3 of them, they're going to Bali. So it's just so, I mean, in one way, it's really nice to be, because they take you there with you on that story, so you do see a little bit of sunshine and all of that. But on the other hand, it was like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Sometimes I'm thinking, you know, if we can program our dreams, so at least in your dream you can be somewhere nice and warm, that would be good.
Yeah,
you heard that when you wake up after a nice dream, you kind of, it lives in you for like whole morning. Our brain is a funny thing, you know, like sometimes we don't have to be there if we are like really experiencing emotions, and you know, like that can be very useful. But let's talk a little bit later. We are going to give you 8 tips, guys. 8. It will be more, by the way, but it will be 8 main tips how to not only survive this season, but really make this season as something that, you know, that you enjoy, so you don't have to like suffer it through and wait for that spring. So stay around. That's all coming in a little moment. So, but tell us, guys, share with us, how is your winter? I don't know, we can Martina wants to move to Australia, so that's clear. But Mati, you know, what is helping you like personally in winter time? Like, how do you make it more
in winter time? We had a discussion. So when it's a winter time, you know, in the beginning, when it's getting darker, it's more cozier, isn't it? So I get stuff done more in the house. Or it's very good, for example, to go and visit places. Like we can go and do sauna, or you can do more in the gym. Because I love outdoors, but it is a bit chilly to go do exercise. I mean, you can go, maybe that's just something I'm telling to my brain, you know, but I still can go on the bike. But it's not as much enjoyable like in the summer or in the springtime. So there you can go for swim, you can go for sauna. We said steam is really good, so you know, get that body to warm up. So there is loads of things you can do. I started to do a little exercise at home yesterday as well. So yeah.
So guys, we're waiting for your comments. We will totally respond to them and read them out. I keep on watching that little screen and seeing more of you joining. So let's start with 8 tips. Like you mentioned some of them, but let's kind of go through it all. So first little tip that in general they say, well, first of all, actually, even before we go there, I want to share with you something. The moments where we have like, oh, it's winter, it's dark, it's cold, let's just get over it and spring come in. It's really important to kind of remember, or realize even that there is a good reason for winter. You know, that not only for nature. When you think about it, I was watching a little documentary, and people working in agriculture, they are saying, well, it's really important for winter to be proper winter, because you know everything freezes and the soil has got the rest. You know, only when it's freezing, like there are some parts of Romania, I think it was very warm, and flowers started like blooming, you know, in little...
They always say the bacteria as well. It's good to kill all the bacteria when it needs to be minus and stuff.
That's right. So we need to kind of remind ourselves that there is a really good purpose for winter, not only for nature, but also for us. Because as a people, we are very active in summer, and especially summer, and even like, you know, half of the autumn, we are still active. Spring, we are active, you know, we are out there, we are very energetic, we've got a schedule packed because days are long. But winter is really, really important as any other season, because we have a time to recharge. We have a time to reflect, to go inwards, to maybe experience like our life, our days a little bit, maybe connect with our spirituality, for those of you who are starting to be even are open to it now. You know, connect and recharge. So there's so many ways how we can really like take that time for ourselves to feel good, to rest is very, very important and very underestimated, to sleep well, to chill, to take a time, like quality time for ourselves with ourselves. And so then when we do that, the spring can really start, and can really, we can feel refreshed. It's like I always...
Yeah, it's like how you're saying, because, you know, I'm quite active. And then when it comes winter, you do slow down. And then Christmas are active, you know, everything. And then I think it's speeding up to the Easter, that you are prepared to go for that bigger speed. You know, you have a few months just like, oh, okay. Because we all look forward when it comes to winter. And I think we all look forward when it comes to darker, because it's that coziness, you know. You go to the, you know, warm house and everything, but then when it comes, you know, it's longer, then you're just waiting for the spring to come.
It's like in English they say wishing your life away, you know, like, oh, I wish the weekend to come, I wish the spring to come. So it's really like in yoga we talk a lot about living in the present moment and making the most out of every season, making the most out of every situation, making the most out, I don't know, like being in traffic jam. That's really what life is about, because otherwise we spend our life waiting for that good moments, you know, as they say. So yeah, importance of winter and really cherishing it, making the most of it, and yeah, finding new creative ways. And hopefully today you will find, or you will hear some that will resonate with you, and maybe, you know, you can even apply them. Maybe we can inspire each other. You can inspire us, guys. So keep on writing, or at least, you know, sending us little hearts.
I would ask them actually, you know, what is you do for when the winter comes, with the winter month, what you wouldn't do in the summer. You know, some people could be doing some crafts, you know, or you know, I don't know how you say, háčkovať.
Knitting
and all of that stuff. So what is it for you guys when you say, winter's coming, I will do this, I will finish this, or what is it for you? I would love to hear that. And then let's go and say those 8 tips you were saying. So the first one was keep active.
Yeah, and it's quite broad, like kind of generalization, and I know that for everyone, keeping active can be, you know, different. Some people like running, you know, and totally swear by it. You know, I'm not the best like natural runner, I would say, but I must admit it's nice to, like, I wouldn't go for like 15 miles, but you know, like 5K is really nice to, like, from time to time, even in like, is that good feeling, you know. I've done some snow in the mountains. We just came back today. I had a fantastic time in a high Tatras, a little bit of sun, and we've been falling like you know, only 3rd season we've been snowboarding with my husband. I'm actually a little bit better than him. But we still, you know, kept on falling, and it was fantastic. And it wasn't so much about, you know, I don't know, being fast or cool. Like, we really enjoyed just moving and, you know, being out in the nature. So whatever being or keeping active means for you, it can be gym, it can be combination of dancing. My God, you know, there's so many, like, I know in London there are so many ways how you can even learn how to dance. I know, like, I've got some friends who started like with tango, and it's a great way to meet people. And I have a lot of friends who do salsa. I love salsa, like a bit of Latino, you know, like creating what that thing that resonates with you. You know, what kind of moving makes you feel happy. And if you're feeling like, oh, you know, I can't even move, like it's Christmas just finished and I don't feel like it, sometimes it's just, you know, just getting out there, you know.
Yeah, put loud music on. That's why I found it, because we've got that monkey in our head. I had that. Oh, no, it's Christmas. But once you do that switch, you know, that shift, and you go out or you do the dancing for 5 minutes, oh my God, the blood comes, you know, through your body. It's just, it is amazing. So we need to stop telling ourselves, you know, and start to do it a little bit of.
By the bullet. Because, you know, I know how it is, like sometimes you don't feel like going out, or, you know, like even getting ready. I know when we went skiing, like first day, it's like, oh, how we are going to, you know, we are going to fall. We knew we are going to fall a lot of times. Like, I didn't even get on a lift. I was on the floor already, you know. I've got like big bruise on my calf. But you know what? Like, it was, you know, getting the gear out and putting the boots on, and, you know, it's a bit of like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
But we had such a great day, you know, like we came back and we all had like lots of funny stories to share, because it was like a group of our friends. It's just so great. Like, once you get out, yeah, it's really worth it. It's always like, yeah, I'm so glad I done it. So definitely, guys, keep active, and maybe like think about not like what other people do or what newspapers say or magazines, you know, like it's really popular to do, like, I don't know, Bikram yoga or something. Like, try everything and anything,
and then
maybe go with a friend and decide, yeah, what works for you. If something makes you feel good, do it. You know, bowling, I don't know, anything just to get you out of the house. And sometimes, like, some things doesn't have to cost much, you know, like going for walks, like, or anything, going in a park. Get a dog, maybe. That's a good excuse to do
that. Is a very good excuse. That is like an everyday exercise
and responsibility.
A responsibility.
Yeah. So that was about keeping active, guys. Send us your tips, how you are keeping active in winter. What do? You can do stuff at home, you know, like you don't even have to get out. You can you know, you can exercise yoga at home, like you can find your sacred spot. I know when I was doing my own online program, I was getting messages from girls like, look, Lucia, because they saw me having like candles and stuff. It's like, look, this is my sacred spot. And it's like, you know, my own sanctuary. Like, nobody can disturb me here. Like, you know, this is my time. Like, time for myself. You know, something that you look forward to.
Cool.
Another tip we have for you is similar. It's about getting outside, or being at least exposed to getting outside. So similar, like go for a walk, like even like for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Have some kind of exposure, because days are short. So have exposure to the sunlight as much as possible. Like, if you have opportunity, it's little things that matters. If you have an opportunity to shop in the you know, on a where the shops are out on the street, so you actually go in and out on the light, do it, rather than being in the supermarket. Or, you know, some people, my friend said to me, you know what, I moved my table underneath the you know, window, so I can be exposed to daylight as much as possible. Daylight.
Yeah, talking about daylight and sun, we wanted to say it's very important when it's sunny to go out for a little while to get that vitamin D, because especially us guys living in the UK, there is deficiency in vitamin D, and if you are low, it's got really effect on your health. So you always either go out to get that vitamin D, or find some good supplements to top it up, because yeah, it does make you miserable and maybe without energy even. So it's very important to get that levels sorted.
Yeah, I think I was mentioning before this call also vitamin D. You mentioned that we normally get from the sunlight. It's really good to top it up if you have opportunities to get some good one. Also, if you feel that no matter what you do, you don't feel like you have enough of a sunlight, what I actually do, I've got a little SAD lamp. It's a special lamp for this. It's called SAD, so SAD lamp. And you can get them from anything from, well, depends how big and what brand, but anything, I think, from £20 to even 200. If you want a good one, I've got quite a good one. I do my meditations in front of it. It feels like so heavenly.
It's just like a little light for your face, or?
It's a light for your face. It depends how big it is, but it's mainly for your face, you know, being exposed to that light, you know, that itself alone, because of the hormones in your brain, that like doing it even for like 10 minutes every day makes a huge difference. And I combine it with meditation because that's how it works for me nicely. And it's also like, you know, if you don't have SAD lamp, it can be like electric heater, because that gives you a heat as well as light, you know, like improvise, like just finding those ways how to, any little thing that can help really to make it more kind of pleasurable with you, and maybe even finding a little routine in that, like every day. And if you want, like, oh, I always wanted to do meditation, why not to get a heater or get a lamp and do both, you know? Why not try it on, see how you feel, how your day is. So yeah, definitely getting outside. We've got a little comment. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Micah, hi, hello. Micah is saying, in wintertime, I'm a little bit more lazy than in summer, but I try to go out more with my dogs. It's really good activity. I agree with you guys. This month I'm dedicated to be more active. I can't read anymore because that's all I'm allowed to read, Micah. And I know you guys been skiing recently. Micah is from Bratislava. She's a doctor. She's going to be a doctor, so she really knows what was best for us as well. Great to hear from you, Micah. So yeah, I mean, definitely keep on writing those messages, guys. We want to hear from you. So our second tip was getting outside. Our third tip, Mati, what do we have?
Third tip, I went somewhere else, is keep warm. That's very important for me, because I don't know how you guys, but I am the person, if I'm cold, and I'm cold most of the times, I get like a adjective, or how you say it, like, you know, I have to be in a warm environment. That's why I want to move to Australia. That's why I always want that sun on me, okay? But at the moment, yeah, keep warm to have that kind of security, that nice feeling. I got myself a really lovely dressing gown before Christmas, and I'm really warm. And you know, that is really important, because if you're warm and nice, your energy shifts as well inside you, doesn't it?
Veronica is very warm. She's joining us from Uganda. Oh, actually, I don't know Veronica is back. So she's definitely warm, talking about being warm. Yeah, Micah is writing also gym, fitness. Yeah, fitness, definitely.
She's
like
going
fitness.
to gym twice a week.
Brilliant. And having like routine, having something that works for you, something to look forward to, that's brilliant. Yeah, being warm. Do you know what research showed, guys? That like Martina said, being warm in winter season, especially when it's dark, it cuts off 50% of that sadness about darkness in winter time. Like or we can say it improves it by 50%, which I think is a lot. And it makes total sense to me, because I know that when I'm cold, I get, you say agitated, but I get tense, you know.
Yeah, like closed up. Yeah,
closed up, you know. Even your posture, you know, you are like that, you know, like holding yourself, your posture is closed. And And yeah, it's like yeah, I get tense and
You just think about that you're cold, isn't it? It's like you're just concentrating on that, how to get warm. So that's just gets one of those
yeah.
survival
Yeah, you literally are in
aspects to be
survival
warm.
mode. And also like energy levels, Veronica is saying, that's right, Lucia. Yeah, energy levels are like the you spend a lot of energy just by trying to keep warm, you know. So a lot of people say to me, oh, you know, you have to be used to winter, because in Slovakia sometimes we have like -15, -20 when it hits us. Now it's okay, but you know, it can be really, really cold. But it's to be honest with you, it's okay if you're aware of it. We just wrap up, put a scarves on, put a hat on, gloves on. You're just being responsible about winter, even if you go for like 2 minutes outside, you know.
Yeah, but we all know there are different winters in Slovakia than in UK. I found it, you know, in Slovakia we've got more dry winters and sunny winters, so it doesn't affect you. You know, I had problem in UK because it was always grey here, darker here, sun like once a week. So that you get used to it. It's quite hard, but I must say there is a difference between winter in Slovakia and winter in the UK.
Sure, for sure. And another thing, what I would say, and I'm almost addicted to in winter time, is talking about like keeping warm. It's even like, you see, like behind me, I've got like candles. I don't know if you can see me, but I have candles on. Even like it's not even dark yet here, but I have the candles on. If I have a chance to sit by the fireplace in a restaurant, or we've been skiing, so there's like big lobby with lovely fireplace, I do it. I like literally like with the fireplace, I'm drawn like a magnet. And if you have a fireplace in a house, use it. If it doesn't work, have a look, maybe you can make it work, you know. Or even like there's so many ways how to.
Do you know what I bought last year? They didn't have in that shop this year, but there was a DVD. Someone recorded fireplace on a DVD, so you could actually buy the DVD. So when it was the Christmas time, you put that DVD on and you could hear the crackling of the fire and everything.
Yeah.
And how you said it, our brain works so differently. You're watching the fire, you hear the crackling, on the telly you feel warmer. It's just
so
just
funny.
for the atmosphere. So that could be another tip for you guys.
Definitely. And you know what? Netflix. Yeah, just
you frozen.
Cancelled it.
Yeah, you're frozen for a bit.
I'm back. Someone was calling me.
So what was about Netflix?
Yeah, in Netflix, you just type fireplace or fire something, like it will come up, and you've got, I think it's like 3 hours of fireplace. But on YouTube you can find it anywhere, even if you don't have a Netflix. Like, why not? It's brilliant. You put it on. We've got like this big screen TV. Makes a difference, huh?
Yeah.
And you can have actually nice dinner next to it, or just like cuddle up with your loved ones. By the way, that's another way, you know, if you have a partner, like, why not just to, you know, say it's a cuddle time from 6 o'clock, you know, why not? Another thing is that to actually, just we will get to it, but I will actually get a comment from Veronica saying, very right, Martina, I hate cold, I can't get used to it. And my life in the UK houses were just cold. Yeah, I'm with you. That's one of the first things that I noticed, like just how cold it is in UK houses. Like what is considered normal is cold to us. In fact, I was talking to my friend Miro, who was on the skiing holidays with us, and he said that he now moved from England to Slovakia, and he said it took him something like 3 summers till he got a pigment again, you know, till he was able to get a little bit of color in his cheeks, because he was in England for many years. Yeah, he said it took him about 3 summers, because it's sunny in Slovakia, and he just couldn't get. He was like a milk. He said it was really frustrating. Everybody was getting like 10, and I was like on the sun. Time. It took me 3 years till my skin went like, oh yeah.
That's funny, isn't it?
Color.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Do you know what? I always used to get such a nice tan, and now when I go on sun, I notice that I just go red. And I'm like, what? You know, then it goes brown, but I go red. It didn't used to. When I was a kid, I was like dark all the time. And so I think there is when you are when you have less exposure to sun, like we have in UK, for example, and for those of you who are joining us from California, lucky for you. So yeah, but yeah, it is like that. Micah is saying, I have still candles in winter too, candles on in winter too. It makes the atmosphere of this time of the year. Yeah, and we had it during the Christmas time. Why not continue with them in January and February? You can see that I'm really resisting to take my tree down, but I think I will have to do that very soon. So yeah, talking about keeping warm.
Yeah.
Next one, what is it? It's your
Another one is eat healthy. So it's, how you say, it's very important eating healthy. So we all eating naughty food over the Christmas time, something like you know, deliciousness, and then we all put the weight on. So I think it's a good time then starting to clean ourselves in January.
Yeah, it's exciting thing to do. And eating healthy, guys, you know, Martina is like super guru in veganism, but it doesn't even have to be that. It just means that I've got one of my clients, like she is not doing any sugars like for some time, like just to test, like see how you feel. You don't have to go like from unhealthy to super healthy, because sometimes that jump is such a big, you know, like it can be overwhelming and can feel, it needs to be gradual, I think.
Yeah, step by step to get rid of some food doesn't serve, and you find out, you know, if you're gonna feel better to, I don't know, cut out milk or dairy. You can try that for a few weeks, for a month, and see how you're getting on.
Yeah, I like also the fact that to have a food diary, because when I was doing my food diary, that was like years ago for the first time, I was amazed how much I eat, you know, like when you do the food diary and you actually write down what you eat. But my one, I decided to do like not only write down when I eat and what I eat and when I eat, but also like be present and observe how I feel afterwards. Because sometimes you can enjoy the food in that moment and it's important, but then afterwards feel sluggish, you know.
Yeah.
So that was just such a great reflection, and it's so obvious, like what foods, you know, do you like enjoy, as well as it makes you feel good like longer term, and it gives you energy, and what foods maybe I like, yeah, it's a good idea, it smells good, and it's like and afterwards like ugh. And sometimes it's just still having a naughty food, but like, you know, how much you can still enjoy it, just not have like heaps of.
I always saying, you know, you try to get 80% on a healthy road, and then 20% you can go the sideways. And if you do go sideways and you're having that cake, please enjoy it, because if you're going to have it and you're just going to be, you know, tapping your head while I had it, it's not good, guys. If you do want to enjoy naughty food for little, like a not big chocolate, but just a piece, do enjoy it, because it's just different for the body as well.
Yeah. It's like I think it's so important, like to actually be like really be present to the food and enjoying the food, like because sometimes we eat mindlessly, you know, how like just eating crisps or something, like watching a TV, and you are not even enjoying it that much, but it's just happening, right? And also in terms of food, it's in winter, we are talking about staying warm, so maybe like choose the warm food. I know like in summer I prefer salads and more like lighter foods, and in winter it's true, we need like, I love doing like different kinds of stews and like soups. I really like soups, warm drinks, beautiful herbal teas. I'm just like love it. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I do like smell of it, but I'm not like, I don't think I need it. I'm quite high on life anyway. But like herbal teas and different flavors, like enjoying incense sticks. I didn't even think about mentioning this. Really, really nice. Like, don't burn oils. Apparently, it's not healthy anymore. But you know, like to have of course, the steamy things
Diffuser.
evaporate.
Diffuser.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got for my customers too. Love it.
I've got a few of them in my house as well, and it just makes so much difference to even like walk in a house with that kind of smell, or you know, or even like bake in the oven, something that like with škorica, what's the name
Cinnamon.
of it? Cinnamon, you know, smell like just really making the smells present, like indulge your senses, not only surround yourself, like use this season, guys, as well. I'm jumping a little bit, but it's all connected. Like use this season to, because we are staying indoors more, to declutter your house. You know, you don't have to wait for the spring for that. Use this time. Okay, it's dark, but you know, play some nice music and just use this like to declutter your books, the old clothes, so you really can enter the spring in like more refreshed, with more space, and maybe even surround, like think about how you can surround yourself with nice things. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You can make them yourself. I love I had like embroidery attack a year ago. So I was like, I made this huge picture, this beautiful picture with the horses, and I was doing it I think for 4 months, like every day. But I loved it, you know, like I was so hooked. So you know, handmade stuff, like take on knitting, like just try it on. Maybe it will be like you put it out like in a moment, but like and then
it's like another tip you said, it's a hobby to find a new hobby. I used to like I need to go back to it, modeling from Fimo. I make my own jewelry one time. Yeah, that was quite nice and relaxing as well.
I like it.
Yeah.
And there's so little things, like so many things you can buy for like crafty things. I was looking this, I don't really watch these things, but teleshopping type of thing, you know, like where you can buy things on a TV, and there is so many like crafty things, and these days you can really get like little kit, you know. Oh, another thing, guys, mandalas. My sister hooked me on it. My sister was, when she was pregnant, she was you know, filling in. You can buy these you know what I mean?
Coloring books.
Coloring.
You know, talking about it, I took my friend to a lovely we've got a new town built, and we've got a really nice cafe place, and we were chatting, music was playing, and I said, you know what, if they would brought here like a coloring books, exactly which one you're saying, you know, into the details with the pencils, oh my god, everyone I think would be just coloring. If you come there for half an hour, you would just let go, you know, relax. Amazing idea.
So relaxing. Like and play some nice music. You can do it together or in a group. It's so nice because we are not used to drawing anymore. I mean, sometimes we don't even know how to write anything anymore because we are typing on computer all the time, right? So it's such a nice little change. Like, let go of your phone. Like, I must admit, like, there's another thing. Let go of your phone. Like, just find a ways how to not be surrounded by electronics. Maybe get that TV out of your bedroom and, you know, make a commitment with your loved one that bedroom is for sleeping and having a great sex, and you know, TV is going to be somewhere else. But then by saying that, you can just totally choose to have like night in and watch the great movie. Anyway, we have so many things right now. We're talking about it. It's just so many things that we can do.
We're not moving back to Australia.
You think after this call, that's it. Like, it was a good idea, but I think I can make it in England. So yeah, so we've been talking about take on a new hobby, and yeah, that can be anything. We mentioned dancing, we mentioned drawing, you know, maybe it's, you are someone who thinks, oh, you know, like I've never been drawn, like I'm someone who can't think that, like I don't think I can draw, but it's nice just to see whether, you know, whether you're really so rubbish in it, or you can just for the sake of it, like to see like how you feel doing something different, something new. Just try it on. Go for dating. You know, one of my clients is now setting up like fantastic like dating agency where, if you're single, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Or go for a double date, you know, find a friend, go for a double date and say, hey guys, when did you go for a double date last time? One of my clients is setting up like fantastic dating agency, but like dating with playfulness. You know, you're playing the games there and like doing like lots of silly things. And, you know, there's so many things you can do sometimes. Get inspired by internet, go to spa. We mentioned the steam rooms, right? Or saunas. That's the one way of keeping warm.
I think we've done everything apart from you put in here. Join a support group, and then you wrote seek help. So maybe we can just add to those two.
Yeah,
and then
because
we need
time, right? Oh my god, it went so quick today. So yeah, just to touch on the last couple of points. I will though mention also like socialize. I know sometimes we can be like, ooh, you know, like the winter is dark. Just those moments, like pick up the phone or, you know, make a plans for nice dinner and get the bottle of wine and have a nice quality time with your family, your friends, people that you know, you just like to catch up with. Is really great time to do that as well. Also guys, if you feel that, you know, none of this is like you think would make a difference to you, and you're feeling like a little bit on the low side and it's been like that for a few days, please don't, like seek help, join the support group that resonates with you. Martina's got one, I've got one. You know, let us know, write us a message, like we are here. I'm genuinely like here to support you guys. I do reply to you. Martina is very, very she's a nice girl.
Yeah, and you know, on that
yeah,
note,
we are here for,
yeah. On that note, I can also say, you know, social media can go good ways and bad ways. But I have found that from my own experience, loads of people are so inspirational on social media and so motivated. So if you do watch someone who is doing stuff you love, they will pull you. You know, because I can see of the people, you know, they watch and you know what you're doing, and it's marvelous. So I think social media in that way can really help.
Yeah, use it in a way that serves you guys, that sources you, to pull you. You know, I can't even tell how many of you, especially ladies, they are writing to me and saying, you know what, I don't even know why I'm writing to you, but I love your energy. But there is a reason. I know for those of you who are watching now live, or you know, you will be from the replay. I mean, it's thousands of you now. We are very, very grateful for it, and we are very, very pleased of course, like that we have you. But also I know that there is a reason why you press that button, you know, why you are attracted to this energy, whether you're watching it for 2 minutes or five minutes. Sometimes you switch it on in a section that, you know, what you were supposed to hear, you heard. And if our energy attracts you, of course, like write us, send us a message. We love to hear from you. Not everybody wants to send a comment, so everybody can see. So we want to give you this option as well. And the last one, I would say, yeah, just in general, enjoy the winter. Allow the possibility that winter can be a very, very magical time. It can be time filled with laughter, with joy. I love one more thing, and I was just saying to Martina, in last few days I played so many games. I was in Slovakia. There was board games, and oh my god, like we've been skiing during the day and playing the games in the evening, and then I visited family and our kids, and even with adults we played different kind of games, like card games and board games, and games where you need to guess things and do like crawl the floors. And we've been like, really, we went back to that. I was playing the board game I didn't play for 30 years. In Slovakia, it's called Mikado. It's like with little sticks. You need to have a lot of patience, which I don't have. So I wasn't very good at that one. But, you know, like play the games, use the time to, you know, switch off the TV and just get silly. Like yeah. Hopefully, guys, with all those tips, I'm sure there is much more, but that we served you well today as well. That maybe we even inspired you in something. So let us know if that was the case and if you liked what you heard.
Marvelous.
We are
I think we covered everything. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please send us some thumbs. If you would love to share the video, but that would be great as well, because how Lucia said, we never know what you will take from the video, what will make the aha moment for you. So thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. We overrun a little bit, but it was so worth it. And yeah, lots of love to you guys. We will be back next Wednesday, same time, and we will be broadcasting in Slovak. In 2 weeks' time, we will be back again in English. So until then, see you later, and love from us.
Bye-bye.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.